Word up, mic check, 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 check. Back again with another conversation. Joining us today, one of the most hardworking MCs I've ever met in my life.
Thank you, bro.
One of the, I consider you more than an MC, including all the work you do with students, Beats Not Bullets, and all the impact that you have on your community. And a really great person altogether.
Thanks, brother.
MC Bravado joining us today. 9-second applause. And also joining us today, New York basketball legend, All-American from Georgia Tech University, played in the Final Four with Dennis Scott, number 2 draft pick by the New Jersey Nets, one of my favorite point guards of all time. Grew up trying to pull the fast break crossover that he put on Bobby Hurley in my driveway unsuccessfully. Kenny Anderson, 9-second applause. Word up. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thanks, Justin, man. Much love to be on with y'all guys. Just rapping. So thank you.
Word up. Now we're here to talk about the track, Kenny Anderson, that MC Bravado made in your honor. You guys apparently linked after that, and you actually appeared in the video. How'd this collaboration come together?
We woke up and it was blow in the kitchen. Now those are the same folks that I've been going to the gym with. Partying in reverse now. Trading the cocaine for the pre-workout. Ownership of my decisions. It's more potent when you live it. When your focus is diminished, you're just hoping you can get it. Only living when that dopamine is hitting. Feeling limitless and then just as hopeless when it isn't. All my goals are in the distance. Spitting images of what I pictured. Close about a minute, getting older.
Well, he's just reaching out to me, and then he came down. He said he wanted to do the video. And, I was, definitely down with it. And he shot it. And, I wasn't sure. But then, I listened to it. And it's a classic. It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Thank you.
It's an awesome rap song. He's very talented. And, and this is what I've been doing after retirement. I just had to give back. I wanted to give back and just say, hey, man, I'll do it, and it's a great song, but it's a great video. I'm excited for the long haul to see, where it reaches its goal, and just giving back to the NBA, New Jersey Nets, Drazen Petrovic, rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, it just was a great song. I like the whole realm was awesome.
Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah, so you made the track, Bravado, and then what'd you do?
So somebody Kenny and I have in common, Corsley Edwards.
Yes.
He heard a freestyle I had done. Shout out Static Selector. Static Selector was playing it on a show, and Corsley heard it and asked me for the MP3, and I had just finished making the Kenny Anderson record. So I asked Corsley if he knew Kenny, and then Corsley sent the record over, and then once Kenny, I guess, heard it and saw that I wasn't trash.
Yeah. What's it? I don't want to be a part of that.
Right.
I would have been a fan. I would have said, yo, man, keep it up, man. But I ain't going to show up.
1 second applause. That's funny. Now, you've been shouted out in a lot of tracks over the course of your career. You've been in Outkast shouted you out. What was that? Call the Wild, I think that was. Outkast shouted you out on. DOS Effects.
DOS Effect. Yeah.
Nori, you know what I'm saying?
Nori.
Yeah. So, I mean, does it ever get old?
No, man. I'm really, I think, my son tells me all the time, I don't listen to it. A lot of the rap songs of nowadays. My number one rap of all time is Rakim. So I'm a Rakim, LL Cool J, Nas fan. So I getting into it, I don't hear it a lot, but my son heard it a lot. And he was like, yo, you in this song, you in this song, you in that song. So it's definitely a blessing, that they're giving me props. So that's love.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to speak to your impact. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think there's many people on the planet that can understand what it feels like to be a basketball legend in any city, let alone New York City.
Yeah, New York is it, man. That's where the ball is. That's where there's so many ballers. Not only they didn't make it to the NBA, but they're so in the playgrounds. They're just awesome. And I'll say it. Yeah, they probably better. They're better than me, but they just didn't have the discipline and the fortitude to go to school to do what it took to escalate yourself to the NBA, and I did that. But far as playground and there's so many ballers in New York that I still get, I still give them love, and all the players before me, and you got to do that. You got to do that.
I mean, especially with the rich point guard tradition, that comes out of there. I mean, even and truthfully, I think it extends to Georgia Tech too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you with Bobby Cremins, you had Mark Price, I think, was before you.
Yeah, Mark Price was number 1.
Yeah.
Then I'll say I was number 2. Then Travis Best number 3. Stephon Marbury number 4. And it's so on. It's point guard U. But that's where that's how it got down. And then I played with Lethal Weapon 3 when we went to the Final Four with Dennis Scott, Brian Oliver.
Right. And all three of y'all were averaging 20 a game.
Yeah. It probably would never. I don't know if it'll happen again, but it was a great experience, man, playing at Georgia Tech, and I loved it. I loved it. Going there for 2 years, playing for the great coach Bobby Cremins. He's from the Bronx. I'm from Queens, so we're from the same environment, somewhat. New York. So it's awesome.
Did Mark Price recruit you?
He quietly recruited me. Quietly. He just played. So I just watched because I was interested in Georgia Tech. And I just watched, and he was balling, man. And Coach Crimmins let him ball. And I was like, wow. So I put them on my list because I wanted to go to Georgetown in Washington with John Thompson, Duke, North Carolina, and Georgia Tech, and Syracuse. That's the school I really, really wanted to go to with Pearl Washington. But then my mother, stopped it all, said, "You're going to Georgia Tech." So I went to Georgia Tech.
Why was she so pro Georgia Tech?
I don't know. She came on a visit. I went on my visit to Syracuse by myself. She came on a visit with me to Georgia Tech, and I don't know. But now, my mother passed away about 20 years ago. So, I'll say it now. She probably got some money.
One second applause. Rest in power to your mom. And one second applause to the honesty.
Yeah, she probably got some money for it. But it was a great decision. My mother always made the right decision for me.
Yeah.
For me, because going to Georgia Tech was just awesome.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go to Syracuse because of Pearl Washington. We would have had a great team with Derek Coleman, Billy Owens, and myself, because Sherman Douglas was a senior. He was leaving.
Right.
And I was stepping right in.
Right. I mean, I would take it back to Mark Price for a second because I feel like he's one of those unsung heroes. I think like from a persona branding standpoint, he was pretty muted, just like everybody that was on that Cleveland Cavs team. It seemed like they drafted in that direction. But his game, like that mid-range game that he had, was so efficient, and he was like he was a quiet killer out there on the court.
Yeah, he was he's mid-range. He could shoot the three. He could dribble, split the pick and roll. He was just an awesome, steady point guard, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to Georgia Tech because of him. And he just was, and he's a great person also. Great person.
How close were you? How heavily were you recruited by Duke? Was that like a real consideration in your mind?
Yes, yeah. But when they recruited me, now I'm gonna tell you a story. So when we was recruiting, me and Bob Hurley was the top guards in our class. So he thought I was gonna go to North Carolina because my family, Kenny Smith, Vincent Smith, my mentor, he thought I was going. He wanted to go to North Carolina. So he thought when I was deciding, he chose Duke. And that's how he wanted to go to North Carolina. He's a North Carolina. He loved North Carolina. And that's real. But then he chose to go to Duke. And then my decision, Coach K, a great coach, everything. Great man. He called me. He said, Bobby Hurley signed, so we're good. So I crossed him off. I didn't have to go on a visit. I was like, cool, you know? But that's why. He was a big North Carolina fan.
So this is like in my life, and I'm pretty sure around Bravado's life too. Like these are the years that I was really getting into playing basketball and getting into sports and like tracking things, like, you know, looking at the newspaper every day and looking at stats. And, you know, my family's from New York too. And you know, all my family's from Coney Island. And so, but you, like Bravado too, you, at that point in time, you're my favorite point guard ever. Okay,
thank you.
You know what I mean? And that Final Four.
You from New York? You better be. I better be. You from New York?
You know what? You know, look, my family's from CI though, so you know we got Steph right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got Steph, right?
The Coney Island is too far out. Steph is after me. Steph is after me. I get all the love.
You get the love.
He came some years before. I'm older.
Right. But you started with you, and then it was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, truthfully, that run with Georgia Tech, you know, from Mark Price to Travis Best, I'd say, is probably that was the most consistent I think Georgia Tech might have ever been as a program.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they have. They got to get it back. Damon Stoudemire is the head coach there now. He's doing a hell of a job, but now the whole realm of college basketball has changed with the NIL. Mm-hmm. You can pay these players, so it's different. It's different in my era when I played, and it's just you know, you gotta have the bag for these players nowadays.
I mean, do you think that that's hurting the game? Just for both of you guys, do you guys think that NIL is hurting the game, college basketball game?
I don't think so. You gotta pay these players, but somewhat you gotta put some rules and regulations in it also. And I don't think it's no rules, regulations. Just give the money out and they go from team to team or whatever from year to year. That's not good. But the players should get paid. They got to get paid.
I agree. And I guess I hope that it incentivizes people to maybe stay in school a little bit longer and kind of get back to some of those more heavyweight bouts in the tournament with these dudes that are going to be crazy in the NBA, but they stay the extra year or two because they're not getting nothing. That would be nice.
That's what's going on now. I think is great. Well, guys could, like he said, guys could stay in school for 3-4 years and play it out and get money and take care of themselves. So it's now what's the percentage of guys making the NBA? 1%. So that's another thing. You got to be real careful of coming out of school to go pro, and then things don't work out for you. You wind up going overseas, play 2-3 years, and then it's over. So that's these young men gotta and I think this where the mentors, the people in their heads that's talking to them, that's giving them a lot of great information. And they should take it and do the right thing with it.
Right.
And not just, it's not all about the bag, man. It's not all about the bag.
It's crazy because it wasn't that long ago. I think it might have been, because like Justin was saying, kind of that era we were really tracking things. Kenny, obviously, I grew up watching you. We used to go to Nets games since I was, 5th grade, something like that. Yeah. But then as I got older, I was rocking with you and I was rocking with the Bulls, as I told you. Yeah. And I remember when Mike retired and we there was the 98-99 season, which was a fucking disaster. And then there was the 99-2000 season, which we weren't good, but I was excited because we drafted Elton Brand. And I remember Elton Brand leaving Duke after 2 years and Corey Maggette leaving after his freshman season. Yeah. That was news at the time. Yeah. And we're only talking about 1999. That wasn't that long ago. And then it seemed like it became the norm, kind of quick. You know what I mean? That happened fast. Because I remember that being a topic of discussion. it's a big deal that Maggette and Brand are leaving early. And then I know, like, I don't know, like Boozer did early too. And it kind of became more normal.
Get off this Duke stuff. I don't like nothing about Duke. I don't like nothing to play. I ain't trying to hear it, man. One ear out the other. He talking about all that Duke stuff, man. So I'm a Georgia Tech dude. I don't care nothing about the ACC but Georgia Tech. Period.
I'm a diehard Duke fan. That's the subtle blue. That's the subtle blue you got. That's the subtle blue we got in the fireplace.
I wouldn't have came on. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have came on with you.
We here now. It's all happening. 1 second applause. Man, but I mean, to that point though, you know, you guys make it to the Final Four. You guys go big. Who's in that fight? It's you, UNLV. Is it Ohio?
Duke. That year, and this is real, and this is how I felt. If we would have beat UNLV, we would have won the national because we had beat Duke two games in a row that year.
Right.
We had their number. So that's the one game we wanted to win, UNLV game. And everybody thought, oh, they're going to get blown up. We lost by like 7 or 8.
Right.
Because I got in foul trouble. So it was in our mind. Our team, we was like, yo, let's go. But, you know, I got in foul trouble and they just beat us.
I mean, out of those teams in that Final Four, you guys are pretty well matched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, especially because it was Anderson Hunte wasn't there yet, was he?
Yeah.
He was there. Because he was sophomore second year.
Yeah, their old crew. Anderson Hunte, Greg Anthony, Stacey Augman, Larry Johnson,
right?
Moses Scary. I'm gonna give big ups to my man Moses Scary because he's from Brooklyn and I'm from Queens. So much love. You know, he played for UNLV. So they had a crew, but we was right there.
Yeah. And then
I got in foul trouble. Kind of threw everything off.
But that's 6 or 7 point loss, and then Duke just gets destroyed.
Yeah,
destroyed the first year.
Then they beat them. The year after. So
right.
I don't know. They won. Much love to Duke the second, but I think I don't want to. They from Vegas. Come on, man. It must have been betting and all that.
Right.
Betting. The way they won that, you can look at the game.
You skeptical. Right. You don't think what didn't look right?
It was boy. That game. I don't know, man.
Was it Anderson Hunte just going completely broke the whole game?
It just didn't look right, man. I always will say they threw that game, and I'm gonna go with what I go with. They threw that game.
Wow.
That's what I feel. Yeah. But it was crazy game. Watch the go. Just look back on that game.
I mean, I'm gonna take a look at it. I feel like this is a blue chips moment right here, where I'm going back in the fast to go see who's shaving points.
Everybody say, "Oh, you hating." Nah, I don't really care who won, who would have won that game. But just look at it, man.
I'll take a look at it. I'm glad YouTube was here for that.
Yeah, how they play.
Kenny,
Yeah.
Quick. How scary was LJ in college, man? Like
he was the man. He was the man. But he was great, man. But he went to Charlotte #1. I went New Jersey #2 in the 91 draft. I was telling him I should have went 1 to Charlotte, but they had Muggsy Bogues.
Baltimore.
That's what I told him.
Which
he's good, though. He's great.
Which sounds crazy in retrospect. Now, I actually lived in Charlotte at that point in time. We had just moved there. So that was
okay.
So I was really watching that draft. I actually wanted you to come to Charlotte more than Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, but I'll tell you a little draft history. I thought I was going to Sacremento Kings. They had the 3rd pick. So I went on a visit out there. It was done deal. The GM Reynolds we picking Kenny Anderson. But #2 was the New Jersey Nets that Willis Reed, was the GM. I didn't go on a visit. I didn't hear it. Then I heard my name called #2. I was like, whoa, right in my backyard, right over the bridge.
Who ended up going #3? Awesome. Who went #3 in that draft?
Billy Owens.
Billy Owens, that's right. Man, that's I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You thought you were going to go #3.
Yeah, I thought I was going #3.
The other one more Duke question real fast. and then we can move forward.
This guy.
Because you were at you're 100% right. You guys used to give us a lot of problems. You gave us a lot of problems, right? And but then I know you get asked about this all the time, but just for me personally, right? You and Bobby Hurley are the number 2 best guards in your class. You get to Duke, or you get to Georgia Tech. You play against Duke. You're at home. You get the ball in the break. You run on the left break, and it's you and Bobby Hurley on a fast break, and then you do behind the back, through the legs, behind the back, around him with the left hand floater, and the place goes nuts. And if the internet was out, that'd be. I mean, you're talking that is a Kyrie Irving level moment for people who might not understand what it was like at that point in time. Like that clip. Anybody who had, I used to record games on my VHS tapes all the time. I had that tape. That was the most requested tape I had of that game. What's going through your mind, Emma?
Played off instinct, man. Just straight off instinct. And I wanted to beat Duke so bad. So, it wasn't nothing I planned. I just caught it and just, I had one of my biggest games that year, but we lost by 2 points. I remember that. We lost by 2, but it was just straight off instinct. And I wanted to beat Duke so bad, It was like one of them things in my head. I wanted to have a big game, and I rocked. Atlanta. ATL was rocking that night, right. So it was a special game, special night. But we didn't get the win, so no cigar. But the play was nice.
Yeah, it was. I mean, were you guys talking to each other on the court? What were the conversations like back and forth?
I really never talked to them. I just went and did my thing. I really just I wasn't a big talker. I just wanted to go out and play well and win the game. But what I do say, Bob Hurley is a straight up winner at Duke. He's just a straight winner, man. When he played, his father coached him at St. Anthony's. He played with some great players, Terry DeHare, Jerry Walker himself. They just straight winners. Yeah. And, I give a lot of credit to him and how he played the game, and now how he's coaching at Arizona State. They're just good. They're just good people, man. Good people.
I mean, this is as a basketball family, they've accomplished.
So
much. It's ridiculous.
So much. It is. It's ridiculous.
So, Kenny.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry.
You got it.
I was just gonna ask with Bobby Hurley, how much do you think that accident affected his NBA trajectory?
Yeah, it hurt his trajectory, of the NBA, because he would have been a great competitor. Because that's what you know of him. He's a great competitor. He's going to work out. He's going to figure it out, and he's going to get it. And before that accident, he was going to get it.
Yeah,
it's just sad that he had to go through that, and I'm glad that he survived.
Yeah,
and he moving on. He's coaching now for 20-something years, 30 years. So, it's just a blessing that he made it, and he didn't kill himself.
Yeah, he had in the zones. He had a shoe I'd never heard of that never got off the ground because of that. In the zones, ITZs.
In the zone. You had a pair?
I didn't have a pair. No, I did have it. I wasn't that big of a Duke fan. Duke always had the lamest team sneakers too. I never liked the Adidas they wore. They didn't get fly until the teens. Okay, I respect.
We had the Nike joint.
Right.
We had the Nike contract, so I played with all the fly. Now my favorite sneakers are the flights. Three-quarter court flights. Those are the best.
Right, those are the ones I used to play in because you wore them.
Yeah. Oh, okay, great.
You know what I'm saying?
You got the crossover.
I mean,
right?
I had the step back. My step back three was better than my crossover.
Oh wow, that's not saying much.
That's not. 1 second applause. I'll take that. So when you get drafted to the Nets, it's a rebuilding situation. I mean, the Nets were in.
Yeah, we rebuild, but we was right there.
Yeah,
we was right there. We was competing with with Drazen Petrovic. It was me, right. Drazen Petrovic, Derek Coleman. When he died, it went downhill.
Right,
but we was right there. We competed, First year we played Mark Price had been in the playoffs. Second year we played the Knicks. You know, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. But when Drazen Petrovic got killed in a car crash, it was over.
I watched the documentary on the 30 for 30 on Drazen Petrovic, Tony Kukoc,
that was
and
great.
Vlade Divac. I had no idea any of that was going on in the world at that point in time.
Yeah.
And just seeing how they were split by different countries was actually really crazy. I mean, were you hip to that at that point in time when you were talking about Drazen? We talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I played against them in the World Game, in the 1990 World Game. They beat us. And I was on that team when after that they played they let the pros play.
Right.
And that's when we started, you know, killing everybody. But it's a real strong documentary. And if anybody out there ain't see it, should check it out.
What was Drazen like for people who really don't have
Oh, he's a great. Oh, he just wanted to. He wanted to make it, and he did. And he wanted to have his name up there with the greats in the NBA because he was the man overseas. But he wanted to change all of the narratives over in the pros, and he was doing it.
Yeah,
he was doing it. He was killing people. He was a great shooter. He was killing people. And with me, him, Derek Coleman, and we was building. We was gonna have a good team, man.
Yeah.
We was gonna have a good team.
What was it like the first time you played Michael Jordan?
Oh, it was good. You know, I'm being from New York, I'm just a competitor, man. So I really didn't care. I competed against him so many times, but I never guarded him. I guarded the one.
Right.
But
BJ Armstrong.
when I played for Charlotte, we beat them when they had the 72-10 season.
Right.
I was on that one of them teams that beat them about 25. We beat them.
Well, second applause.
With the left.
Killed him with the left.
I was killing them everything. Check it out. It's on YouTube. Check me out.
I might have to run that back tonight, actually. I'm showing it
Yeah,
out.
check that out. Check that out on YouTube. Check that out. You a Chicago guy. Check that out.
Yeah, we both Chicago guys. That's where we meet in the middle.
Oh, no. Duke, Chicago. Oh,
right.
no.
I was excited for Elton Brand, too. I was like, oh, it's all happening.
Oh, no.
Jay Williams? Oh, is he going to do it again? You know?
Oh, my God. Yo, you set me up, bro. You set me up, bro.
I did. That was the plan, bro.
Bravo, you set me up.
That's why we did the song. It was all leading up to this.
It was all for this.
Oh, man.
I was the one who was like, you know what? You should throw in some Kenny Anderson bars in here.
Oh,
Get the
man.
Drazen Petrovic
Man.
reference, and then we'll set it up. We'll bring it back
awesome.
around.
Yeah, that was awesome, though. The song is awesome.
Yeah.
I think we should get you should get an award for that. You know,
Man.
we gotta keep pushing it because that's a great song.
Right.
We're definitely going, bro.
But I'm telling you, how you put it all together, how you put the song all together. That's what it's all about. That's a great rap song. You know, so many people can't do it. You know, I don't know. You can rhyme and all, but you can't. The way you put the words together and the beat, everything. It was it's a great song, man. Should get more play.
Bro,
You know.
if I could have, told myself at 12, 11, 12, discovering, hip-hop music for the first time, watching you play ball, that we would be today, bro. I can't tell you, how surreal that is to hear from you and how much I appreciate you, bro, because, you could have just showed up and checked out and been like, oh, you guys got what you need, but, you spent the day with us, bro. We speak so highly of you and are so grateful, bro. And even since then, bro, the way we keep in touch, you don't gotta do any of that, bro. Thank you for real. I really appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, you know, I changed. I changed for the better. You know, I hate to say it. You know, because I had a stroke about 5-6 years ago, and I came back and had to change. You know, more. You know, into my family, my kids. My wife, just doing the right things now. You know, that's the one thing I care about is just my family. You know, and giving back. You know, everybody say they want to give back, but do they really give back?
Right.
Just for the mediocre and the prop. No, it's got to be real. It's got to be from the heart.
Right. Right.
And that's where, I come from, and I was taught this, from a great high school coach, Jack Curran, at Archbishop Malloy. My foundation was great, strong. Awesome. Regardless, my foundation, my mentor, Vincent Smith, who's Kenny Smith's older brother, my mentor. Kenny Smith went to UNC. He won 2 championships with the Houston Rockets, things of that nature. But more than basketball, it's got to be more life. And do you really care? And that's where it's not about this, that, the other. Do you really care about that individual? And that's what I see now in my life of where I'm going,
You said something earlier in this conversation. I do want to get clarity on this. You said Mark Price is 1, you're 2, Travis Best is 3, and then Stephon Marbury is 4?
No, I said the order of when you went to school.
Oh, I thought you were ranking them.
That's what I thought too.
No, I wasn't ranking them.
Okay.
No, I wasn't ranking them, but you rank at Georgia Tech. I ain't talking about the pros.
I ain't
talking about the pros. You do it. You name it. You name it. Georgia Tech. He went there 1 year. I went there 2. Travis went there 4. Mark went there 4. Right. You do it right now.
Right, but you're number 1.
Take the favoritism out.
I'll say it. You're number 1 because you also went to the Final Four. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you got the Final Four. That's already something different. You know what I mean? And then I think too, with the exception of maybe Mark Price, but you were unquestionably the best guard to come out of your class too. Whereas with Steph, it was like, okay, is he better than Iverson? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Travis Best was, mid-rounder, late rounder.
Yeah.
Mark Price, I'm not sure who came out with him. I feel like Kenny Smith was around him. I'm not sure, but you know what I'm saying? So, I think if you're looking at from where I'm looking at it, the things I value, the things you did in 2 years.
Stephon was a great pro.
Of course.
He's an awesome player. Yeah. He's a great pro.
Right.
But I was just saying that Georgia Tech.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah. This is strictly college Georgia Tech conversation. Yeah. Because he was only there 1 year.
Yes.
You know, he was in and out like a crack house. Keep it moving. I want to ask you this question because I feel like when me and Bravado were coming up playing basketball and being into sports, we worked out like with our teams or whatever. We worked out. Yeah. And now look at how these kids play now, and they just trained like they are 24/7, 365 basketball all the time. I know you coach. What's your point of view on where youth basketball is now? Youth sports, you can't be playing all the time. I think you gotta work out on your game, your craft. You gotta play all these tournaments. It's just a waste. It's a waste for the kids that's trying to play the right way, but it's not to the tournament director and things like they just want to make money. So they take it. But I just think a lot of kids got to know the game and got to play the game the right way. And when I was a youngster growing up, I worked out, and then my mentor said, go play for 2 hours. I worked out for 2 hours, and then he would say, go play recreation ball. And then we would watch. I had everything right there. The Lost Battalion Hall in Queens. So he would tell me, we worked out in the gym alone for like 2 hours, and then he'd say, go play against those guys, older guys. That's how you get better. You not playing in all these tournaments. You got to be careful playing all these tournaments. I'm with the old school remedy, just playing in pickup, and working on your skill. That's basically it. I mean,
but now it's changed. It's all about money. And hey, I get it. But, if I had young kids now, but I wouldn't raise my young kids like that.
Do you think there's a connection between the number of lower leg injuries we see in the NBA now. These kids just have so many more miles on them to me.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. But I played 82 games. It's a lot more money now. So, you know, a lot of these guys be like, oh, we play too many games. And it's fast pace, it's 3-pointers. So, yes, you got to be careful on, you know, your Achilles. It's like 4 or 5 guys, Achilles injuries, top players.
Yeah.
So I get it. But, you know, now that's going to just tell these coaches don't play their top players a lot of minutes right away. They're gonna like really
load manage,
really advantage, you know, take advantage of their plays, you know, when they're able to play. It's 82 games, so they want their lead to go down to 60. I don't. So the TV money and things like that, finance, it's a crapshoot. So that's something that you gotta think about. You know,
I guess what I'm saying is if the players are playing more games as amateurs, even before they get to the league, like, do you think that extra wear and tear is making a difference, or do you? I
don't know, man. I don't. You just really shouldn't get caught up into that. You should just work out on your body, work out on your game, and just play.
Yeah.
You know, doctors and trainers. I knock on wood, and I thank God I ain't never getting no Achilles injuries. I got sprained ankles and things of that nature. I played 14 years in the league from 91 to 2005. So I ain't getting no knee injuries. So I've been blessed. But on the other end, some of these other guys, Achilles, knee injuries and things of that nature kind of throw them off course.
What was Jordan like the first time you played him after retirement? Was it different? Did it feel different?
He was great. He was always great. I go with Jordan number 1, Kobe number 2, LeBron number 3 in my book.
Where do you put Scottie Pippen?
Scottie Pippen is my favorite. He's my favorite. So I'm gonna give you my 5. I'm gonna give you my starting 5 all time. So I go Jordan. And I'm gonna go Isaiah Thomas and Jordan.
Wait.
Scottie
Did you have Isaiah Thomas over Jordan? Is that what you said?
No. In the
Jordan,
starting 5.
Oh, starting 5. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
So I get mixed up with Magic and Isaiah.
No, you got it.
So I'm just gonna go with my 5.
Perfect.
So I got Jordan 2, Isaiah 1. I love Larry Bird, but I'm gonna go with Scottie Pippen, the 3. And I'm gonna go with the big cat because I'm from New York, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the 4. And I'm gonna go with the Dream.
Okay.
Olajuwon. That's my 5. But I know it's always some beef in there when I pick Scottie Pippen.
Why do you think that is?
That's one of my favorite. That's my favorite player. One of my favorite players.
Why do you think? What makes him one of your favorite players? And why do you think
he's an all-around player? He's all, and I played with him in the All-Star game '94. But I've been seeing it. He's all around. Can handle the ball, and the most threatening thing he can play defense. He can move. He can play defense. That's my, and it's him, Larry Bird, and Dominique Wilkins. So they put that. I'm like, Dominique, my man. Larry Bird is great, but for me, it's Scottie. He's the 3.
Justin, I need to hear yours, bro.
My all-time 5?
Yeah.
All-time? Steph Curry and Jordan at the 1 and 2. Steph Curry.
It's awesome. He's awesome.
His handles are crazy now.
Yeah.
His handles are crazy.
Awesome. You can't beef about that.
You can't, right. The handles and the 3.
You can't beef about that.
Right.
At all.
I'll take them too. At the 3, I'll take LeBron. Hopefully he'll come back. At the 3, I'll take LeBron. At the 4, who am I taking that for? I'll go to the 5. At the 5, I'm taking Dream. And at the 4, I'm gonna take. I almost said Karl Malone, but I'm not gonna say Karl Malone.
Yeah, you could do. Why you could do that?
Well, the reason I wasn't gonna say Karl Malone is because I can't stand his game, but it's so effective. Oh my! I just feel like he throws knees and elbows all around. I can't stand his game at all, but it's so
effective.
It's so effective. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And he also, he also has a backstory that's unsavory too. So I know how audiences
But
go.
we gotta see stories and stories. I'm just saying, we just talking about game, basketball.
From a game standpoint, I'm still gonna go.
That's what I'm saying.
But still from a game standpoint, I think I'll go Charles Barkley just because I think he's more
that's my
exciting.
man, too.
I think he's more exciting than
Yeah, that's my man.
especially when he was. And truthfully, I feel like he did a great job of evolving his game as his athleticism decreased as well. And I don't know if he gets enough credit for that.
Did.
Yeah,
He's awesome.
But Karl Malone up here putting them knees and elbows and everywhere. His game is so ugly, but it was so effective.
Yeah.
Billy Barkley was like crazy, man. Like I watched those highlights. Like on Philly, he was
and
crazy.
Phoenix, he was off the hook.
Crazy.
MVP, he was off the hook.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He was crazy.
Do you still watch basketball now?
Now I watched the college game. I watched my pros. I'm a Celtic, Brooklyn Nets, and Portland Trailblazers in Indiana, where I played.
Right.
Those 4 teams get all my love.
And Charlotte.
Charlotte, I give Charlotte some love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I give Charlotte some love, but I don't watch it a lot. I watch the college game. I like the college game where it's going.
Why do you think you don't watch the pro game?
It's just different, man. The regular season, they shoot all these threes. The game is a lot different now. It's no more hard defensive battles. It ain't no more score 80 to 84, 80 to 86. They had to change the rules up. Too much. It was too much holding, too many fouls, things of that nature. It's fan friendly now, which is awesome. A lot of scoring, 3-pointers, shot. So the fans get into the game a lot more. It's awesome.
And gambling keeps them in it.
That's another thing. So everything in life, changes. We in 2025, so it's everything, every sport. That's life.
I don't watch regular season ball anymore, really. Like, I'll watch the playoffs. But, I mean, because growing up, it's like I'm watching you guys. I'm watching Ewing's Knicks. I'm watching Morning Heat, the Pacers, like, gritty basketball. Like, that's why I like watching the Big Three sometimes, because they're playing half court and there's a post game and a mid-range. I like that brand of basketball is what I'm drawn to. But then I watch the playoffs because then they turn it up defensively and physicality. It comes back. Yeah.
I watch players more than I watch games.
A lot of people like that. And all my friends, that's what they do. They don't care about the teams. They care about players.
Right. They probably play fantasy too, but I don't. I don't play fantasy. I like LaMelo Ball quite a bit.
Now he's legit. He's off the hook.
Yeah, he's dope.
My question for him, or you, just answer: will he be like that on a winning team?
If he can stay healthy, I think they got a shot.
On a winning team?
Well, look,
that's what I want to see him. I want to see him ball out like with a winning team.
He came from a winning program in high school, right? And so when I say winning program in high school, they're in the conversation for the greatest high school basketball team of all time, right? And I say that because this is Chino Hills. It's not some academy. It's not some Catholic school. It's not some whatever. It's not some one of these schools that recruit people. It was.
I know you ain't see my high school team in New York City. But go ahead.
I didn't see it. But here's what I'm saying: it's Chino Hills. But you went to a Catholic school, didn't you?
And Bob Hurley team, St. Anthony. Yo, you didn't see. I think he was 32-0 in high school.
Well, that's what Chino Hills was.
And I was like, I lost 3 games. But
that's already different. No disrespect, that's already different. You know what I'm saying? Chino, that team with just Lamalo, Lonzo, Jello, and the Big O who's in the league too.
Then I understand you. I'm saying, before you say something, what about the competition too?
They played a national schedule. That's the thing. So they beat Oak Hill, they beat Montverde.
Okay.
They played a national schedule. They beat Modern Day. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, so all the players they're playing against, I can't even think of what's his name, Anthony Simons or whatever. They're playing against like they played a national schedule, which was crazy. Like when they played Modern Day was one of the best teams in the nation. I think they were probably top 2, top 3 at that point in time. They beat them by 45 points. And they were on the road, beat them by 45. They're at half court with like 3 minutes left in the game, just doing real complicated daps and handshakes.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like go check out that high school team. Just type in Chino Hills, Alonzo Lamelo high school ball, and go look at what they did. Because they played a national schedule, which is crazy because they're just a public school. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. So either way, they come from that pedigree. I think that's there. 2, I think the LaMelo Ball story is injuries because the first 2 seasons, he had a team he has 0 help over there, by the way. They're starting to get it now, but everybody's young. But he took that team to the play-in, and they almost played in. They almost got past the Pacers to get into the playoffs, really early. So, but I just love watching him play. I think if he came to the Clippers and he was healthy, it would change. The Clippers would stop hitting the same ceiling because the Clippers keep running into, players in my opinion, players too late in their career. Yeah. It's like this team that they have on the Clippers right now would be amazing if they put it together in 2016.
Yeah, they got it.
I'm bummed out about Lonzo still, man. I mean, he could defend. He could shoot the 3. He's a great floor general. Like, I think he could have been such a great player, and the injuries. Like, I hope, even though he went to Cleveland, I hope he has a nice redemption arc because he could really play, too, in my opinion, at a high level.
I think he's going to have a great year at Cleveland.
Me too.
They ain't going to need him to do much.
Right.
They ain't going to need him to do much. He's going to come off the bench and spark them many nights. I really believe that.
Right.
Because it's sometimes it depends on what type of team you're playing with.
I don't know what the Bulls are doing, so, I don't know how I'm still a fan of the team, but I'm holding on. So we'll see.
Yeah, same here. I'm not expecting much, but,
You're a Baltimore guy. You should be like going for the bullet. I said the Bullets.
Beats not Bullets.
You should go with the Washington.
The Wiz?
The Wizards, man. You should be with them.
As far as like basketball in this area, like I'll go to a Wizards game. I was more interested in the high school situation because I went to I was teaching at Lake Clifton, who always has a really good high school team. And do you know Herman Tree? Coach Tree? He played with like David Wingate and Muggsy Bogues. He was on the Dunbar team, another historically great high school team. So he had me into that. But I don't know, bro. I don't think I can leave. I'm loyal to a fault, bro. I'd probably, continue to go down with the ship in Chicago. I don't think I can leave.
Oh, okay. I know you're a fan now, so every time they lose, I'm going to text you. You're a Bull fan.
I have a question from NBA Storyteller. His name is Emio. He has a YouTube channel called NBA Storytellers. It's my favorite basketball YouTube channel because he finds crazy niches to tell stories through. He did a documentary. He actually did a documentary on the guy who beat Michael Jordan for the high school spot and had him in there. The way he did it was actually really interesting. But he had a question. He says he's curious about sustaining motivation over a long career. What were the things that got you going? What specific thing or situation gave you the most fuel before a game? Like, what's fair when it comes to motivating yourself or your teammates?
It wasn't, I'm going to tell you, my career, from the first 4 years, I had motivation, like strong motivation. I wanted to win. I wanted to do a good job. But my 5th year, 6, 7 years down the road, it was just like it was more like a job, and that's where the the administration, that's what it do for you, the NBA, if you're not careful. I wanted to take care of my mother first year, and so on. But it was different from high school, my college days. That was the love. But when I got into the NBA, it was more of like a job. So I prepared myself, and me personally, I was so talented that I worked out, on my game, that just to be okay, just to pass through the time somewhat. Now I'm retired, I'm able to see it and say it. I made the All-Star team in '94, and then I just coast, worked out. It was just I had to go through all the bullshit, through the politics of it. So I just I got tired after a while. I got tired, and I saw how it elevated, and that's where I stopped working as hard as I used to. And that's where, it all occurred. So it is what it is. I was able to go number 2 and then have a great 14-year career. I have a decent 14-year career in the NBA. I played in high school, college, pros, playground, everything. I was able to, play everywhere I wanted to play. And I did well at it. So that's just my mentality. Some guys didn't, and I'll be honest with y'all.
Do you look back and regret getting tired?
No, I don't regret anything. What I do, what I remember and all that, I'm glad I'm here to tell you, to speak to you, to be on this platform with you, talking to you. Because I had a stroke and I almost died. So I see everything differently now. Yeah. And the game of basketball was, like my documentary said, you got to watch my documentary. Basketball is easy, life is hard. That's my documentary. Right. Basketball is easy, life is hard. So it is what it is. Mr. Chibbs, Kenny Anderson, as far as basketball, man, I had it all. I had it all. But life, I had to catch up to it. Yeah. I had to catch up to it. And, that's me. You'll get different opinions of different things or who you ask about basketball and all this. I just look at it a lot different now.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, everything you just said is more or less what inspired me to write that joint the way that I did, because outside looking in for me, there are people that worry about me because they're like, oh, you walked away from, you had these degrees and this teaching job that was steady and XYZ, but it's I believe in my talent and what I'm doing. And for you, there's a world, where the thing don't happen with Drazen and you, DC, and him get championships, but it goes another way. You still have an undeniably great career, longevity, all-star, do your thing, confident in your path. And that's kind of what I was saying to a degree. I'm it could go this way with Grammys and who knows, or I'm doing something I love. I'm confident in my path and my choices and helping people. And that was it. That's why I wrote the joint. Cause I was always before you jumped on the call, bro, I was saying to, Justin, I'm dude's a savant as a point guard, one of the greats. So it's you can't look at your career and say it wasn't. People could say, oh, it could have been this, but
that's why I'm you know
what I'm saying?
Could have been, should have been, but it wasn't.
Bro. 14 years, all-star, come on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So, So I'm blessed. And I just look at it from that point on, man. And I just try to get back now. And that's it. That's why I gave back to MC Bravo. I love what he was doing. I love what he's doing. He's following his dream. Right. Following his dream. And sometimes the dream that you follow is not an easy one. So most people be like, oh, go with the sure thing. Go with the sure thing. Nah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this and just work at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's where we gotta come to grips. Whatever you want to do, you gotta find the belief and somebody that's backing you. And that's where I'm gonna back you. You know,
Thank you, bro.
I love the music and all that, and I'm here, man. Hit me up. We do another video.
Let's do it.
Kenny Anderson on the Hornets.
Oh,
that's a great title. Kenny Anderson on the Hornets.
Yeah, George Shinn was my man. That was the owner. That's the owner. That's the owner.
Yeah.
He gave all the money to Larry Johnson.
Yeah, he did. That was a match. I mean, it was $80 million. It was $80 million contract.
Yeah. So he couldn't. It just was wild.
Yeah,
so he couldn't pay nobody else. So Dale Carey played there. Muggsy Bogues.
Lonzo Mourning.
Me and my man Pete Michaels.
Oh.
That was my guy. He played there. I had a great time in Charlotte. It was awesome.
Now they traded you for Kendall Gill. Were you part of? Was that how the trade went?
Kendall Gill went to New Jersey.
Right. And
I came to Charlotte.
Right. And then they put him on the Slam cover. Kendall Gill. Nick Van Horn.
Yeah.
Stephon Marbury. And they said championship.
He went to New Jersey.
They said championship in 2 years, and that did not happen.
Yeah, that's just.
That's how it goes sometimes.
He's a Knick guy. Stephon Marbury works for the Knicks, does a lot of stuff for the Knicks. So that's awesome to see.
Do you guys have a relationship?
No, when I see him, we'll talk. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I don't see him a lot, because he's from Coney Island. That's on another planet.
It really is. If people don't know, it's a peninsula. It's a peninsula at the back of Brooklyn.
That's like really that New York, but it's like at the peak, at the end of New York.
Right. It's a peninsula between the bay and the ocean.
Okay? Yeah.
It's 12
way out there.
It's 12 degrees colder on any cold day. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to get your jacket in Coney Island.
Coney Island.
Yeah, because I was always curious about if there was a New York basketball point guard fraternity, if you guys had a group text.
Yeah, I think everybody is up on it, and I've been giving love, for so many years. My New York, my guards before me, Mark Jackson, Pearl Washington, Mark Jackson, Kenny Smith, Kenny Hutchinson. These guys you don't really know. Kenny Hutchinson, Kenny Patterson, Boo Harvey. Those are all awesome guards. There's so many of us, and they before me. So it's awesome.
Did you ever play against any of the Marbury older brothers? Because there was a whole lineage of guards.
No, they went to Georgia. One I don't even know that. No, I never played against them. They was much older than me. I'm 50. I'm 54. They gotta be 64. They my brother, 64, something like that.
Shamgod Wells.
Juju. Me and Juju came up together. Juju, he went to Lincoln, and we played Empire State games together. Juju Marbury, he was pretty good too.
Yeah, and then there was Shamgod Wells, God Shamgod.
God, yeah, that's the man. That's my man. He worked for Dallas for so many years. Now he works for Orlando. Great guy. He's with Puma. He got the great handles and everything. These are guys that's in Stephon Marbury's age bracket or something like that. But they was awesome in New York. Yeah, awesome.
Shamgod got a signature move.
Yeah, yes he does.
Kenny, I know it's like way back there, but like on the street ball side, but like what did you hear about like Earl Manigault, like story wise or anything like that?
That's way back, like you said. I don't know. They said he used to jump. Jump real high. I don't really know. Well, Pee Wee Kirkland and Joe Hammond, those was like street ball legends. That's before my time, but they was awesome. They was awesome.
I want to ask you this. I appreciate your time. I really do. And, there's certain questions that I've always had that I don't think you could really get a real answer if you've never experienced it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so my two favorite, I used to, I was a big fan of you. I was a big fan of Tim Hardaway too, and the Killer Crossover.
Killer Crossover, yeah.
Right. And then everybody in the world was a fan of Iverson. Everybody was trying to do the Iverson crossover. Which one is more difficult to defend?
Well, I played against both of them. I would say both of them, but I would give Tim Hardaway because him and Kevin Johnson was the two toughest in the league that I played against. And I always say it was Tim Hardaway and Kevin Johnson. And I played against Allen Iverson in the playoffs when I played with the Celtics. He played with the Sixers. We beat them in 5 games. I had to guard him. It was crazy. He'd cross you up in a heartbeat.
But it was just another level with Tim Hardaway and Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, they was for real with it.
Kevin Johnson opened a restaurant out here not too far away from me. Fixins.
That's what he did. Where you at?
I'm in LA.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna hit. I told him we talking. I talked to him last month. I'm gonna hit that restaurant in LA.
Yeah, I think it's Fixins is the one. It's over by Staples Center.
Yeah. I'm gonna go through there and eat and see if they got the real steak, the real ribeye. I'm a ribeye guy.
Right. Yeah, it was good, man. I definitely co-signed it. Now I live downtown. It's not too far from my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you in Lakerland, Clipperland.
I know, man. I'm surrounded. I mean, because I'm a Bulls fan. The Lakers, the Cowboys, and the Yankees represent everything I hate about life. You know what I mean? It's just like they throw money at the problem and they win. And then with the Cowboys, they throw money at it and they lose and they still get to be the number one franchise.
I'm going to tell you a little something. I'm a Cowboy fan and a Yankee fan.
Oh, man.
So chill out.
Me too, actually. Me too.
Chill out.
We got the Duke blue colors in the background just for... and the Bulls, and then the Bulls on this side.
But I'm
Jerry about to drive Micah Parsons out, bro. He's about to drive Micah Parsons out of town. He's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we got a crazy owner, man. But I'm a Cowboys fan I was a Cowboy fan since Danny White.
Okay.
81. Since 81, I became a Cowboy fan. And it's not because of Jerry Jones. It was because of the Cowboys.
Right, because of the star.
It was Madden for me, bro. I could play Madden and run the sweep with Emmitt Smith on the sideline and just burn all my friends. I was like, I'm playing with this.
And I'm a 49ers fan too, so
Same. Jerry Rice and Madden,
You're an East Coast person. You following the 49ers.
Yo, you know what happened though? It's back. It's every team. Every team that I love was good in 1990-91. And that's the year I started paying attention to real sports. So I jumped on every band.
Jump around. You jumping around.
I jumped on every bandwagon and never jumped off.
Oh, you whack. I ain't dealing with you.
I never jumped off the bandwagon. I jumped on. I was like, I like this team.
Oh yeah.
Duke, Bulls, 49ers. I like the Royals because they have Bo Jackson running up walls.
MC Bravo. I'm gonna hit you. Get his number when I go out to LA.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Come out there. We go to the game. I'm gonna get because the Lakers and the Clippers game. I'm gonna go check them out.
Let's check it out. I'll be downtown, man. Let's definitely link.
Yeah, you right there.
Right. But I really do appreciate the time for both of you guys. Is there anything else that you guys want to say or let people know before we wrap?
Yo, get that joint from MC Bravo. What we call it, the Kenny Anderson. That's what we gotta get. Man. Kenny Anderson, you got to get that out, man. Get that,
We might do a remix. Kenny just said he'd do another video, bro. So I'm going to hop on a plane sometime soon and figure something out.
Yeah.
And then we got I got a podcast that I'm cooking called The Crossover. And
The Crossover.
Yes, sir. The premise is like basketball players talking to them about music and hip hop and vice versa. Like, MCs and people in hip hop that are into basketball and basketball culture. Kenny was actually my first interview. So that day we did the interview. Kenny gave me a jersey, like a fire NBA at 75 joint. I'm wearing it right now. But that'll be the first episode. And then I just got to get some more players to talk to and build it. But I think that's about it.
New Jersey Nets, baby. New Jersey Nets. That's what's up.
Word up.
Yes, sir.
MC Bravado, Kenny Anderson, 9-second applause. Appreciate you guys.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, dog. You don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.